two friends. Video number 13 of Yidaki Masterclass. I guess you already know how to play a toot sound, and the basic stuff is no problem for you. Since this here is a masterclass, it's not about how to play it. I made in the last several years many videos about how to play it, so you might look my videos up here on my channel, or even better, buy my course for download, Traditional Didgeridoo, where I have a big chapter about it with many not very known exercises, and we go really deep into the topic in my course. So yeah, I guess now you know, watching this video, how to play a toot sound, and you might also have maybe had, or you still have, the same problem like I had for many years in my first years as a didgeridoo player. I had no attitude, no real mindset for a toot sound. For me it was purely a technical sound. The more you practice it, the better it gets. Well, I had a rude awakening. It was a one-on-one tuition. I remember vividly the room, and a fairly new student. It was a one-on-one tuition this evening, and I explained to him the toot sound and demonstrated it. But after 2 or 3 toot sounds that I played, he very determined interrupted me and said, "No, thank you. I don't like this sound. It sounds like shit to me. I don't want to learn this sound, really." I had to wait a moment to understand what just happened. I mean, from the technical standpoint, I guess I played it okay. It was not bad. So I was really surprised if somebody who's more or less new to the whole topic, not only toot sounds, but didgeridoo playing, Yidaki playing, that somebody like that instantly reacts that harshly if he listens to a toot sound. I thought about it weeks and weeks and months, in a way years. My problem was, in the same moment he was saying, "No, really, stop it, please, it sounds like shit," I instantly felt, hell yeah, he has a point here. Yeah, that's what I very deep inside felt. He's right, and I don't like it. And I knew it was not about the technical point, how to play it. It was something else, something much more important, deeper. It took years, and then something happened. And this is the key moment for me, where toot sounds opened up themselves, their meaning, what they can mean, one possibility what they can mean, and it changed the whole game for me. Before, as I said, it was more like a purely technical sound. Can I say you something now I never told somebody, so it's now the moment. It's a good kept secret. When I first heard the Jalu Plays and Teaches CD number 1, volume number 1, it was in my second year as a didgeridoo player. There were all the time all those freaking toot sounds all over the place, all the time, in every tune, 100 toot sounds, and of course I was dumb as bread. I didn't understand anything. But I have to say, they did get on my nerves. I didn't get it why they played them so many times at places where I could not recognize it this time. There should be a toot sound. So it annoyed me really. Yeah, this was my first impression of traditionally played toot sounds. In my first year I was playing more or less contemporary, and yeah, it was shit all over, but let's say it like that. And there was it was absolutely normal to play 1, 2, 3 toot sounds and pitches and stuff like that. The Aborigines play one pitch, 1 octave above the drone sound. In very rare occasion I heard to mimic a bird, the second, but not very much. So let's come back to what happened in this one night where everything changed. I was driving home, I guess, not to work, but from work to home, as many times, tired to the bones, really tired. All the years I'm working like crazy, and many times I'm driving home barely surviving because so tired, and it's always a danger to sleep at the wheel. So in this night I really was also worked up and off, and so I put in a CD in my car CD player and listened to traditionally played, real traditional music played on a Yidaki. And the players played fantastically. But that's not the point. I listened to that many times, but in this night I made it real loud and to not sleep, And the longer I listened to that, something happened. You could say, you smoked ganja, right? No, I didn't. That's not my thing. But being that tired, that worked up. Something opened. And those toot sounds, now it comes, why I call them the other toot sounds, were not only cue calls for the dancers to me anymore, or to structure a rhythm. All this analytic stuff went away, even the technical stuff. And there was it. I felt those sounds like voices from the other side. Yeah, you heard right. You could say, maybe. But in this night, driving, tired, listening this stuff loud and all those toot sounds, it felt like communicating. The player was communicating with the other side, spirits. The other side, And the more I got into that and felt something like that, the more I found real beauty in toot sounds, no matter short ones, middle long ones, long ones. It was the first time a meaning, not only a technical meaning to structure a sound, like I said, or cue calls for dances, something like that, as David Hudson said in a video. It was just another thing. Beautiful. And I, in the years that followed, tried to get a feeling for not only make a toot sound that is technically okay, but to have a connection. Sometimes it worked, and then, strangely enough, I forgot about it. For years and years. This what I'm talking now about, this moment in life, loud listening and being tired. It affected me for years and then went away, so I just played toot sounds more or less properly, but the feeling was gone. And today somebody wrote me on YouTube a question about basic stuff of toot sounds, and it came all back by this question. So thank you, dude. I appreciate it. Yeah, I'm not warm, and maybe it's now very terrible, but I try to come into a mindset, a mood where I am talking to the other side. Give me time. Kind of worked. It felt to me like knocking at the door. Do, 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 do. And if you play longer now, much longer, and you really go into it, you are communicating. It's like a language. So that gave, since then, the toot sounds a meaning to they had a meaning now, and I cannot say why I forgot about it so many years, but now it's back and I love it. Maybe you'll find it somehow interesting or even useful to try it for yourself in your playing. One last thing, Jalo played in one video sitting at the beach a long Yidaki that I happen to have. It was wonderful. He played a long toot sound with a vibrato. You say it like that? Vibrato. Beautiful.